Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 16 of my F1 25 Myteam career mode. And if you missed the last one, we've had quite a few changes. We now have a brand new driver lineup, as my screen goes blank. We have Pierre Gasly, and we have the legend himself, Ayrton Senna, back to life and back in the car. And we're now, because we've got a French driver and we've got a Senna connection, I thought I'd wind him up even more by calling our team Prost. So Alain Prost has decided he wants another go at owning a Formula One team. And he is back, and we are back with season 4. And we've had a merchandise spike. I don't know whether that's because Senna's joined. Yeah, go for it. We've got a lot of cash in reserve. But yes, hello everybody. We've already done the first race. I will show you that now because we did that at the end of last stream. Last stream was a little bit messy, if I'm honest. It's kind of a little bit all over the place. So we have started the new season, and we got a point in Melbourne. Pierre Gasly getting us a point there. Senna finished last, unfortunately, but we do have an early start, and we're on the board nice and quickly. So yeah, that's good. Any messages? Yes, points on the board, like we said. Yada yada yada. Right, how are we getting on with the old upgrades? Because I feel like yes. We're all good. We are slowly catching up to Sauber. Hey George, good to see you, man. Yeah, brand new season. Hopefully this one will finally be decent. Yeah, we can't do any, obviously, component management. We've got nothing to do at the moment. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go. I see Japanese Grand Prix coming up. I see Senna and Prost have a lot of history at this track. What's happened with this merchandise spot? Oh, cool, made a profit. Get in. Senna and Prost have a lot of history at this track. I was going to say this time they have to work together, but last time this happened, they were teammates. Well, no, there wasn't. The first time it happened, they were teammates. The second time it happened, they were rivals, proper rivals, McLaren and Ferrari. And then it was when Senna went, if car gap, and the famous saying was born, although it's slightly paraphrased. None of what I just said made sense. It's too early. What I was trying to say is that's where Senna came out with the if you no longer go for a gap that exists, you are no longer a racing driver. Is that the quote? If you no longer go for a gap, yeah, he did say no longer twice. If you no longer go for a gap that exists, you're no longer a racing driver, which was basically just him trying to justify punting Prost off the circuit. But yeah. Yeah, our first race with Senna. We got a point with Gasly. Let's see if we can get one with Senna as well. Gotta get our bloody practice programs out of the way first. I do wonder if I actually bothered to do more of these over the course of a weekend, whether we would actually improve. But alas, not. Right, we'll do some more. Why not? We need those resource points. We need them badly. So we're down to the crappy ones now that we might not be successful on. I should just start with the other ones. Right, can we get one more of these? No? Well, we'll try it. It'll probably fail. Oh yeah, every single one that we've attempted has passed. Excellent. Right, hopefully we might be a little bit closer to Sauber. There might be a point in the season where we actually don't have the shittest car, which would be amazing. Let's get. Oh, it's raining. It's gonna rain. It's all right for qualifying. Obviously, I'm rubbish around Suzuka anyway. So, as much as I love the circuit, it's not one of my best ones. Seen plenty of sensational laps over the years, mainly from the guy that we're about to drive as. Now, I did this setup in Brazil in the last episode, and it worked pretty well. It gave us a little bit more straight line speed, so I'm hoping that down this straight, we're already in P22. But, no but. Oh god, that was awful. Why did I do this? Why did I do this? Oh my god. Ah, fuck it, do you know what? Yeah, that didn't work. Right, let's try this one instead. I don't care if we're slow in a straight line, I just want to be able to, like, actually turn into a corner. Oh, look at that, it sort of turned in. Oh yeah, it's way better. Oh god, don't actually. Yeah, not last. Gonna be last after this though. Oh god. So I got a chance to watch the last stream after falling asleep waiting for the McLaren ruling. Have you decided to do all 5 laps? Yes, only because I just wasn't enjoying the longer stuff. And I got to Brazil, and obviously it was a season finale as well, and it just felt kind of just crap, basically. So like at least if you're doing the 5 lap races, it's even if you're not enjoying the race, at least it's over quickly. I think that's probably the best thing. I might still do it on like special occasions and stuff, but I think we'll just stick with 5 laps for now. See how we go. All right, was that P20? What? So Senna carrying on from where Button finished off with some truly horrendous qualifying, but at least we out-qualified Pierre Gasly. It takes such when you start at the bottom, it takes such a long time for your team to get competitive. It takes about 4 or 5 seasons until they like finally start to climb off the bottom, and then from then on it's actually all right. But it's just the pain of getting there in the first place. Yeah, that McLaren ruling took a long time to come in, didn't it? I went. Obviously, I watched the race. It was 4 a.m. my time, so I watched the race. Went straight back to bed after it. Woke up, found out that McLaren were being investigated, and then it wasn't until about 10 a.m., which was like 5 hours after the race ended, that I realised that McLaren, or when it came out that McLaren had been disqualified. Yeah, it took a long time. Our rain's not that bad. 12 world champions have been crowned at Suzuka. Some legit, some not. Well, that's his 13 world champions been crowned at the Japanese Grand Prix. So who's writing it? Oh, I know. James Hunt, Fuji, 96. 76, sorry. That makes sense. I was going to say, like, you can't just say one thing and not mean it, you know? But yes, James Hunt, 76 at Fuji. Because Nicky Lauda realised it was too dangerous to compete in, obviously after his accident at the Nürburgring earlier that year. And he decided to pull out. Oh God. Okay, well, that wasn't horrendous. Oh, fucking hell. Go, no. Yeah, it will be interesting to see what kind of changes McLaren have to make coming into this weekend, because obviously they cannot risk, under any circumstances, with the championship being so close, they cannot risk another disqualification. It would be fatal. So yeah, they're probably going to have to make some ride height changes just in case. And obviously Qatar will be different surface, and you know, different. Obviously, it's much flatter track layout, so plank wear shouldn't be affected too much anyway. But obviously, McLaren will have it in the back of their minds that they can't afford any more. Because obviously, with Max being so close now. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, yeah, where they are this weekend. But I don't think it'll be anything too drastic. I mean, at the end of the day, for Lando going into it, you know, he just needs to outscore Max by 2 points over the course of the weekend, and he's champion. Oh, well, and Oscar as well, obviously. It's funny how, like, we're not even talking about Oscar Piastri in the championship sort of reckoning, which is mad, really. Even though he's still in contention and has led the championship for most of the season. But yeah, it's just crazy how that momentum swung. Oh my God, this is an awful, awful race. Oh, why don't I just do this? Because Qatar is a track that McLaren have traditionally been quite strong at. I know Verstappen won last year. I think they won the sprint in 2023. I think that was Oscar Piastri's first ever sprint win. And then they won the sprint in 24. I think that was the one Norris gave to Piastri as sort of payback for, was it Hungary or? No, it wasn't Hungary. It was for something else. Can't remember. But yeah, it's kind of mad to think that in 2 weeks' time it'll all be done. I'll spend the next 3 months wondering what the hell we're gonna do. God, this has truly been a terrible, terrible race. And like I said, it's a good job we didn't make this long, because this would have been, oh, for fuck's sake. This would have been a longer race. And I would have been thinking, just please end it now. No, to be fair, we're not feeling that front wing damage so much. I say that as I understeer massively into that corner. I was actually thinking about doing something different today, and I would have done, but so there's this game that's come out. It's like a sim racing game, Project Motor Racing, which I believe is sort of like not a sequel, but sort of like Project Cars, I guess. And I was hoping that if that was decent, I was going to pick it up and play it on today's stream. But from what I've seen of it, it's not worth paying £61 for. So I'm going to leave that for now. I'm going to focus on this, and then if the game gets better and the reviews are favourable, then I might pick it up. We might do a little bit on there, because I did love the Project Cars games back in the day. The first two I really enjoyed, and then the third one they just ruined it. But it seems very similar to that. This race has felt like it's gone on forever. Only 4 laps in. I feel like I'm driving for hours. And the only reason we're not last is because I took Marty's front wing off and he had to pit. How am I driving better without an M plate? Right, 1 lap to go. From P21 to P21. I don't think we'll be getting driver of the day this time. Maybe if we somehow manage to finish ahead of Gasly and no one overtakes anybody, then maybe we might be able to scam it. But I don't think that's going to happen. You know how much I love my driver of the day awards and how much they mean to me. Oh my days. Yeah, just do a bit of off-roading. Don't have to stay on the track. It's not like it's Formula One. You need to stay within track limits or anything. Just drive off and do your own thing, mate. It's fine. Although I do have a superior strat, which, if I use it, could get myself ahead of Gasly. But we're driving like this, I don't think it's going to happen. You think Senna came back to life for this? You know, his body's been. Let's not go there. Let's not go there. I had a train of thought. My brain was like, nah, that's too dark. But we're gonna come over P21. Yeah, not even driver of the day. Max Verstappen. Well, if you can't beat him, join him, and that's what Max Verstappen has done with McLaren. Although he bottled last year's title in this game, so he is on the comeback trail He had a very comfortable lead last year, and they let Charles Leclerc back in. I think even George Russell finished ahead of him in the end. Right. Okay, right, so Max Verstappen wins. Oh, God. George Russell does nothing, P2, his entire career. Oscar Piastri third, Albon in fourth. Who was Albon driving for? Still at Williams, I think he is. Sonoda, Villeneuve, Hakkinen, Antonelli, blah, 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 blah. Charles Leclerc, not even top 10. He started 11th as well. Whether that Ferrari's just rubbish this year. And then ourselves, distant 21st place, but we did finish ahead of the GOAT himself, Josep Maria Marti, after I took his front wing off and spun him out. So George Russell is leading the championship. 2 second places in a row, I believe. Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc. That's a big blow. He won the first race, and he's not even in the top 10. Albon in 5th for Williams. Gasly still holding on to that point, but Senna is still last in the championship, which is not good for him. And we stay in 7th place. Can we get above 7th this season? Last year kind of just fizzled out. So where are we next? Is it Bahrain next? I think so. We might be able to do alright around there. We'll see. You can upgrade our engine if you'd like. No thanks. Right, let's see. How are we getting on with these research? Can't do it. Though, to be fair, I tried to take over last time, didn't I? And I just messed up. Right, facility improvements. Let's try and... yeah. Let's get some upgrades going. That might spur us on a little bit. Oh, yeah. Obviously, yeah, once Monaco rolls around, we'll be right back into it. That's our banker of the season. So once we win at Monaco and get an easy win and we crash everybody out and we win by 2 laps, then we will be sorted. Yes. That looking good. Right, what can we make Oscar Piastri do next? Yay. No, we can't do it now because it's a Grand Prix weekend. I seem to pick the worst time to do it. Title sponsor XXY. It's basically like a really shit version of BBC. Initially launched as a radio station in 1934, XXY has grown into a major player in British broadcasting. That is basically the BBC, just different letters. Premier news, sports coverage, and music content. Although, if they get the rights to Formula One, aren't they going to be biased towards us? Makes you think, doesn't it? Right, let's try and get Senna some points. Can't remember when Monaco is. I can have a look actually. Yes, I know. Why does Mark... Has Mark had like a knock to the head or something? Because he just keeps emailing the same thing every week. Monaco... Oh, it's not far away. Monaco might be in this episode, actually. Imola, we might be able to do alright around there. We shall see. Right. Okay. Oh my god. Right, I'm not going to do all practice sessions this time. We'll just get straight into qualifying. I think I might try that other setup this time. I feel like it might work better. We'll see. Right. Qualifying one shot. Oh god. There we go. The sun goes down, the speeds go up. I'm not just talking about drunk drivers. It's the Bahrain Grand Prix. Right, here we go. Pulling away from us already. That's not good. Nailing that first. Well, no, not really. Going way too deep into that first corner, but losing 20 places. Oh, I don't know what to do about this freaking qualifying. It's so. Oh, fucking hell. It's so bad. Senna taking a tighter line through the corner in order to exacerbate the speed and maintain the most efficient motor racing goodness through that corner. And as you can see, he's got a great launch there, Senna. And this could even be a top 10 finish. A long way to go. Fastest sector, fastest middle sector, earn that. 1.2 off the pace still though, Jesus. I just don't want P21 again. Oh, look at that, gaining time there like an absolute beast as we drive towards the line. And it's going to be P12. We just got robbed of a top 10 finish at the end there. But we do have a chance. We do have a chance at points. Oh, he's an Aston Martin, isn't he? I thought he was in, I keep thinking of Antonelli in a Mercedes, but they went to Aston Martin ages ago. Right, points is very much on. I'm assuming Gasly. Oh no, he didn't. He outqualified both Saubers. I mean, both their drivers are shit, but that's still impressive. Yeah, P12. Points are very much on. You know how I usually advise caution, no heroics, don't damage the car? Well, I do want you to damage the car. I want you to take everybody out on the first corner and let Pierre win. And if you don't, then I'll send you that stupid welcoming email again. And I know you don't want that. That's why I've been getting those emails. It's not because he's had a bang to the head, it's because I haven't been fulfilling Mark's dark objectives. Right. Oh, surely we've got to get points this time. Surely. Started as day race, that's a good sentence. I want a fun fact we got about Bahrain. 92% of land in Bahrain is desert. I probably could have guessed that, to be fair, but oh, it's our 50th race. I thought, yes, that's funny, Crofty. More than two, we got friggin' four, mate. Right, so even more special. So now we've got no more excuses. It's our 50th race. It's a landmark race. We've got to make sure that this is one to remember. It's lights out and away we go. And I actually reacted fairly well for once. Right, I've got a nice little gap. If we can have a look down the inside, nice and gently. Get off me, get off me, get off me. Why are you, what the fuck are you doing? Why do the AI do that? Right, let's have a look at, they just like, they just don't let you go. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you, right, let's try that again this time. Alright. This time, let me go. Right, let's take a tighter line. Some would say that's cutting the track. I would say I'm just avoiding a really aggressive, repulsive man who just does not want to let me go. We're up to P8. If we can hold this, we can even overtake the two Ferraris down the inside here. Don't do what Paul Aaron did. Up to P6. Nice. Just put in a nice gap to the Ferraris. Right, can we catch the others in front? That is the question. We are getting closer. And our straight line speed is not looking, I'll say it's not looking too bad. Look at that. Leclerc and Villeneuve both are going to have a look. They're not quite going to be close enough. You know, will that be 8 points if we can hold on to this? That'd be very, very handy. I don't know if that puts us above anybody. But we'll take what we can get. Alain Prost, look at this going. I'm so glad I managed to get him on side. Yeah, Leclerc's not. We managed to managing to pull away initially. He's catching up to us, but yeah, nah. It's just damaging his title hopes at the exact same time by keeping him behind us. Oh my god, could I take a worse line through there? Right, force him to the outside. And have a look. Of course, I'll have a look. Right, this is where it all goes to shit. Let's say, oh, Villeneuve's just going to streak past. However, look at that. Straight down the inside. Ferrari didn't see it coming. He's going to come back at us, but we've got the supreme cornering speed, mate, and we can just stay there. This is giving Ferrari flashbacks of Vitaly Petrov in 2010 when Fernando Alonso couldn't get past him. I love the aftermath of that race where Martin Brundle was talking about it, and obviously Alonso put his fist up to Petrov in anger, and Martin Brundle was just like, "Get real, son." I have no idea how Petrov managed to keep him behind. That was insane. Oh, he's on our inside this time. Not a lot we can do there. We can defend from Villeneuve. Leclerc's gone a bit. Oh, for fuck's sake. The AI is so slow in the corners. It's fucking annoying. Right, Villeneuve on Leclerc. Us on Ferrari. See ya. Some end plates flying off there, but you took mine off, so we're equal. So that's not too bad. Oh god, no. Oh my god, well yeah, we're feeling it now. It's just like, no, I'm not going to turn into this corner, I'm sorry. Can't take it. Oh my days, man. Obviously, this time next lap, if we're still in contention, we're going to have to make sure that we're in front of these guys, because look at that. The line is there. If that happens again, right, let's get in Villeneuve slipstream. Pull to the inside. Don't outbrake myself. Don't outbrake myself. I outbrake myself. God. See the train forming behind us as Leclerc has a look around the outside. We were like, no, mate, you can get behind your teammate. Look at that train, though. Jesus Christ. Alright, can we hold it? Might actually be okay. We'll see. Force Villeneuve to the outside, get a decent exit. We might be alright, you know. Might be alright. P6. 8 points. Get in. Do we get driver of the day? Do we get driver of the day? Of course we do. Senna is back. Is Verstappen going to bottle it again? Two wins in a row for Max, is that? Oh no, George Russell's third. But if Russell keeps racking up those podiums though, and if Verstappen slips up like he did last year. Oh yeah, Antonelli was on pole, wasn't he? Couldn't quite hold on to it. Yeah, there we go. Top 3, Carlos Sainz, Hakkinen, Senna in 6th, keeping Ferraris at bay, Piastri and Albon in the points. That puts the Senna into 11th place in the championship. Gasly has got 1 point as well. But does that put us above any of the teams? No, it does not. It's Aston Martin and Williams. It's always those two. Always those two. But Max Verstappen leads the way from George Russell. He's only 5 points behind Leclerc and Villeneuve. Another shocker of a race. I'm surprised not further down, to be honest. Hakkinen, Antonelli. He got most of his points in that race. And then everybody else. And then Mercedes leading the way. So, yes. Oh, yeah. Verstappen's at McLaren today. So, yeah, Mercedes from McLaren. That's pretty tight. Ferrari not too far behind. Red Bull further back. They're actually closer to Aston Martin and Williams. And then ourselves on 9 points. Oh, thank you, mate. Yeah, I was a little bit worried when those Ferraris were behind me. But we managed to hold out. Oh. Right, Imola next, isn't it? Again, might actually be able to go well around here. A leading recruitment firm has approached us. Yeah. We got the money. Why not? It's not like we're using it to actually develop the car or anything. Cool. I'm quite happy to keep this lineup for next year, to be honest. Yeah. Don't want any of the fruit, Pierre? I've got the grapes out especially for you. You don't want them? No? I don't want your grapes, you bastard. I don't want to drive for your shit team. Yay. Does Senna want the fruit? It's like, nah, I just want to talk business, mate. I just want to talk business. Not even apples, not even bananas. Don't want them. And fuck your coffee as well. The amount of money that we've spent on hospitality. Wasted. We're shutting down Team HQ. Okay. I don't care about Behrman. Why? No. Why? He's signed for Haas 2 years in a row. Why are we still in for this guy? I don't care. Can I stop talks with him? Why does that keep coming up every year? What the drivers? Yes. Stop driver talks. Will impact how they view our team. We'll no longer be talking them. Okay, whatever. Opens up another spot. If he wanted to sign for us that badly, then he's had 2 years to do it. A shine upgrade. Yes. Alright, let's go. The Imola Grand Prix, which apparently, if rumours are to be believed, could be replacing the new Madrid Grand Prix for next year. Error. Apparently there are rumours that the Madrid Grand Prix is not ready. could get shit canned, which I think might be a good thing because I've had a look at the track. It doesn't look that great. It's Catalonia, look like Spa. So I don't think it'd be the worst thing in the world if the Madrid Grand Prix got cancelled. Because to be honest, I kind of forgot that Imola wasn't going to be on the calendar. Yeah, I completely forgot it got dropped. But yeah. I think if you're going to have a second Grand Prix in Spain, I think it's got to be at a track that's way better than Catalonia. And the Madrid circuit, from what I've seen of it, is not that. That's another street circuit, isn't it? I'm like, not that I hate street circuits, but I feel like we've got enough at the moment. So what have we got? Monaco, Las Vegas, Saudi Arabia, Singapore. There's another one, isn't there? Canada, or Montreal's technically a street circuit. Or is it? Or I just made that up. Albert Park is technically a street circuit. Is Montreal a street circuit, or I completely made that up? I mean, it's built on a lake, isn't it? Around a... Yes, it's a street circuit because the track is not a permanent racetrack and it goes back to being public space once the Grand Prix is over. There we go. And I do like Montreal, to be fair. Right, let's see what we can do with Gasly this weekend. Can we make it 2 points finishes for the Prost team in a row? This weather is not filling me with joy, I'm going to be honest. Alright. I don't know what I'm doing either. It just seems like the best thing to do. They recommended balanced, I don't know any different. For wet, they're actually letting us. Although to be fair, they actually let F1 cars use wet tyres at the weekend, which is crazy. I thought they'd be like, you can't be using those. We must red flag it until it's dry. Cool. Field spread must be pretty tight then, if I'm P18. Oh god. Well, there we go. Familiar position, P22. Oh, fucking hell. I cannot drive this shitbox any further. You must fix the car. Otherwise, I shall have to depart you and go back to Sauber. It is making me cut the corner. It is so bad. Almost as bad as this accent. Oh, it might actually not be last here. If P19, get in. Antonelli on the front row again. Charles Leclerc back in form on pole position. Max Verstappen, championship leader, only 5th, but George Russell only 14th for Mercedes. Big blow. Senna last. Sad times. Alright, so the race itself is going to be dry, which will benefit us. I mean, you can't even just about squeeze that circuit name onto there. Just put Imola in the subject next time, Mark, and I know what you mean. Alright, we're going to need one hell of a comeback. Come on, this loading time is too long. Welcome to Imola, the spiritual home of the Ferrari for the Gran Premio del Made in Italy and Emilia Romagna 2025 Appium Grand Prix. No fact about Imola? Idiotic. He's on that. So our engines, they won't give a fuck about us. Our engine supplier is Ferrari, and they only care about Ferrari. They're not going to be like, oh, let's hope that Prost bring it home. Right, no, don't take 82, mate. Oh my god, you're going so slowly. Holy Jesus Christ, fucking hell. Slight excursion, but we got away without any damage, so that's good. Up to P14. Oh my god. Oh my god. Big send. Big send. Give Stroll a little squeeze, it's fine. P12, could it be? Could it be points? Could it be points? Pretty sure we qualified badly in Australia and got points. God, this car is so squirrely, it's all over the place. Okay, points might have evaporated. Oh, come on, we can still do this. I thought Antonelli was on the front row. Or did he get a penalty? Did he? Where did he? Oh, I must have got 10 place grid drop then. For wiping out Piastri's ghost. Whilst they're all going around. Here comes Ocon though. Our momentum seems to have slowed at the wrong time. Down the inside of Esteban Ocon. Right, come on, we can do this. We can do this. Right, we have to fucking right up the inside. What Schumacher did to Montoya all those years ago. God, Anthony's coming back. No, no, go away. Go away. Stay there. Piastri's lapping 16, so what are we lapping? 18s. Oh god, no. To the inside. We've hooked up quite a nice rhythm now, though. The Williams cars are a long way away, but we found a nice rhythm around the circuit, I think now. Antonelli's not even close enough this time. He is now. Bloody hell. We've got one lap after this. But we've done a pretty good job of holding Antonelli back. Totally legitimate line through that chicane. Alright, one lap left to try and hold it. This should be our quickest lap so far. Is it going to be? Not that I really care, but... Oh, fucking hell. Antonelli Rookie of the Year after Vegas. I'd still go Hadjar, personally. I just think that whilst Antonelli's had some great moments, I think that mid-season slump really hurt him. I think that's probably the only thing going against him. But he's done well to turn it around. Obviously, he's podium in Brazil, podium in Vegas after, and it was an excellent drive in Vegas, to be fair. To go from P17 and do, what was it, 58 laps on those tyres or whatever it was. That was shit. Yeah, I mean, it was outstanding in Las Vegas. But I'd still give Rookie of the Year to Hadjar, just purely based on consistency. But Antonelli's definitely up there. But like I said, I just think that that sort of bad mid-season run kind of hurt him a little bit. Right, we are going to come through P10. Another little point there. Gasly's good at picking up those single points. Driver of the day as well, can't beat it. Piastri won, shit. I don't even know where he qualified. What a day it's Formula One. What a day it's Formula One. Good reading there, Dan. Well done. So Piastri from Leclerc from Tsunoda. Jesus. Very surprising top three. Based on how this season's going. Although, to be fair, they did qualify in the top three, so it shouldn't be that surprising. Verstappen, 4th. Villeneuve, 5th. Double points finish for Williams, and another little point for Pierre Gasly ticking over, which takes him up to, well, he's 14th anyway, I think. Senna still 11th on 8. Yeah, exactly. Does nothing. P10. Pierre Gasly in a nutshell. Right, Verstappen leads by 17 points from George Russell. Charles Leclerc catching up on 47. Piastri on 44. Villeneuve just behind. And then gap down to ourselves. Massive gap from Antonelli. Back to Senna on 8 points. Gasly on 2, which takes us to 10 points. That means we have a buffer over all the teams that are rubbish and can't score points, but we're still way behind Aston Martin. And yeah, McLaren leading the way from Mercedes. Ferrari close behind now in 3rd. Red Bull way back. They're actually closer to Williams than they are to Ferrari. So there we go. No damages. Get in. Right. Okay. Right. I am going to end it there for today because I've got other jobs that I need to go and do. So it was a bit shorter than I anticipated, but yeah, I'm not going to have time otherwise. So thank you very much for watching. Next time out, we will have the Monaco Grand Prix. So hopefully we can start the next stream with a win. Yeah, do what we normally do, turn up to Monaco and somehow scam a win. And we'll try that next time. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, please consider leaving a like on there for me. If you're new around here and you like what you see, why not get subscribed so you can be notified of future streams like this one. If you're watching on a replay, comment below any thoughts and suggestions that you may have. Thanks once again. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you next time. Thank you, George. Hope your day goes well too, mate. Yeah, thank you once again. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.